Hi everyone and welcome to this brand new video. Today we will be reviewing SWITCH-A-LOPE produced by Murphy's Magic. So without further ado, let's get started with the performance. So guys, for this effect, I'll need a shuffle pack of playing cards. And as most card tricks actually, I'll need you to pick a card. By just calling out stop, I'm just going to drop cards group-wise, maybe one by one. Whenever you feel like it, just call it stop. Stop? Are you sure? Okay, now we're in this position where I'm not sure which one you really want. I mean, you can go with this one, you can go with that one, you can even go with that one. Doesn't really matter. Just pick any one you want. Let's say you want this one over here. Are you sure? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to show you the card. Please remember it. In this case, actually, I can see it too because the trick is pretty much over. Now, we ended up with the King of Diamonds. If you picked the card before it or after, we would have landed on completely different cards as you can see over here. But we selected the King of Diamonds. Now, keep this in mind. Before we even started, I made a prediction. And the prediction is in view the whole entire time. It is this orange envelope inside this little thing over here. Now keep in mind, 52 possibilities, even 54 possibilities, and you selected the King of Diamonds. Inside my envelope, I have one prediction only, and it just happens to be the King of Diamonds. So guys, that was just a quick thing you can do with SWITCH-A-LOPE. Now SWITCH-A-LOPE comes in this packaging. Inside you basically get your gimmick, which is like that frame with the envelope in it, and of course the link to the instructional video. As always, let's get started with the instructions first. Now the instructions are very well made, it is good quality, you learn really everything you need to know to be able to perform this. I really had not much to complain about it, very easy to understand and very easy to see how everything works and is put together. So really nothing to complain about that. After you have watched your performance, you are pretty much ready to go to perform SWITCH-A-LOPE. Now the quality of the gimmick is very nice. Really, it works right out of the box. If you really listen to the instructions carefully, you should have no problems performing this. Now, even though it is a pretty simple idea and pretty simple method in theory, it is still something that you have to try out before going out and performing it, as it needs some practice. Not the most difficult thing, but still does need practice, as pretty much everything in life. Along with the whole frame where the envelope goes in, you also get like 4 envelopes with it. And I have to say, everything with this product, except for the actual predictions inside the envelope, are gimmicked. This of course means if you should for some reason change the envelopes inside it because you don't like the color or whatever reason you have to gimmick your envelopes. Not the most difficult thing to do. It's pretty simple actually, but still you have to do some extra work with that. No problem, just keep that in mind. And with this effect, you will have 4 outs, meaning whichever of these 4 outs the spectator picks, you can really reveal that. And let me say that the simplest out is the envelope that you see inside the frame. So if they pick the prediction inside that, that's pretty much the cleanest and the most simplest to perform. When it comes to the other 3 outs, it is also pretty simple to perform. However, you have to try it out in front of the mirror a few times so you get it as smooth looking as possible. So practice is really the key to this effect. One thing that you should keep in mind is that SWITCH-A-LOPE is not a close-up trick. You could perform it close-up, but really it is best to perform it on stage or where you have spectators watching you from a little distance, right? And I mean, most of you won't perform this as close-up anyways, as this is not like a prop, at least the size of it, not a prop that you would carry around for close-up performances. So keep in mind, the farther you have your spectators, the more freedom and the more security you will have when performing SWITCH-A-LOPE. One little thing you should keep in mind, as everything here is gimmicked, especially the gimmicks with the envelope, if you use it too much, doesn't have to happen, but might happen, it might stick to the eye, especially if you perform this close up. If you use this as a stage trick, it won't be a problem at all, as they won't see that, but close up they might see it. So just keep that in mind. Not a big deal, but can happen. However, you can also fix it by changing your envelopes. Now, SWITCH-A-LOPE can really be performed by having the envelope inside that frame being signed. It is a pretty awesome add-on actually, as it is basically just proof that the envelope is not being switched. However, it also means for you that you have to switch the envelope every performance, meaning also have to attach the gimmicks back to your new envelopes. So in my opinion, it's just a bonus because it creates a little much more effort for you to prepare for your second, third, fourth performance. So just keep that in mind. Just in case you were wondering, you can use like a lot of envelopes and pieces of paper for this effect. You are being given some criteria that you have to follow along, but these are like not very difficult to follow and find at your local stores. So you can use a lot of different envelopes and papers for the envelope. So keep that in mind. So all in all, guys, SWITCH-A-LOPE is an amazing prop for you to switch your envelopes. You have 4 outs. The switch is very simple to do actually in theory, but you have to perform it a little bit so you get the neck down and you can perform it very fluently. The gimmicks are very well made, especially the whole frame is very durable so you can perform it without any fears of flashing something or anything like that. And also keep in mind, in my opinion, the most important thing to mention, the farther the distance between the prop and the spectators, the better you will be able to perform this, as you won't have any fears of flashing anything and you will just be in a very, very secure position. So keep that in mind when purchasing SWITCH-A-LOPE. You can get it at mystiquefactory.com. The link is going to be in the description box below. And of course, as Mystique Factory has headquarters in Europe and in the US, you will guarantee yourself the quickest delivery time possible. Also, one more additional thing for you only. If you use the coupon code you can see on the screen right now, you will get a 5% off your next order. And also, by subscribing to their newsletter, the link is in the description box below, you will get a free download. So guarantee yourself that. But that was pretty much SWITCH-A-LOPE. That's it. I'll see you next time.